G'day off-roaders, welcome to the show. Great show for you today. First, a little bit of exciting news. In the short time we've been on, we've just reached 100,000 show downloads. So we just want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing and continually downloading the show. We love making it for you and we really hope you enjoy watching it. Also, the Off-Road Show want to say a big well done to the Volkswagen teams in the recent Dakar. A 1-2-3 finish is an amazing result, with half an hour between first and third. The reason we get excited about this is because it's the technologies developed in these races that eventually filter through into our off-roaders. So some exciting times ahead. So well done to Volkswagen and all the team members. Anyway, what better way to celebrate our 100,000 show than with a 100 Series Land Cruiser as our homebrew truck. Enjoy the show, off-roaders. This show's homebrew truck is Geoff from Sawtell and the 100 Series Turbo Diesel Cruiser.
2000 100 Series Land Cruiser. When I picked it up, it was a standard 4.2 diesel with no lift kit, tyres or lockers or anything. Just had the bull bar and a 9,000 pound worn winch. Had the car for 4 years now and slowly been building it up progressively. When I first started the build up, I started with the 6-inch Tough Dog suspension lift, and I had 31s on it at the time, so I quickly got rid of them and put 35 Goodyear Wranglers on it. From there I went from a ARB air locker, and then I got a hold of a second-hand A-frame to put in the rear, make it flex a lot more, and then I got myself a centre 35-inch Centipede Cymexes for play tyres. I designed the rear bar myself and put most of it together with a bit of help from Marty at Cotswold Drive Centre. Also fitted the Safari snorkel to help it breathe a bit better. That's right, when I first picked it up it just had the standard 4.2 18Z motor. It is a really reliable motor, but when you just need that little bit more power, it just doesn't have it. Yeah, I really felt it when I put on the 35-inch tyres and towing trailers for work.
You know what I find interesting about build-ups off-roaders? And that is, they all seem to follow a natural progression. Bigger tyres usually means the need for more power. And Geoff's truck is no exception, which means bolting on a turbo.
Yeah, the result of being a bit sluggish was decided to fit a Denko turbo with a 2.5-inch exhaust, which made it perform a hell of a lot better. All the work has been done on my car by the people at Cotswold Drive Centre, Anthony, Marty and Ozza. They've been real helpful with everything. Yeah, the Denko turbo comes all as a kit, exhaust and everything. Pretty straightforward, just unbolt the old manifold and bolt it on. When I put the turbo on, it was unreal how much that more power I had just when I wanted it. It made it driving a hell of a lot easier, especially up hills and with the bigger tyres. It felt like I had a whole new motor in it. I actually thought I was going to get done for speeding.
I'll bet Geoff never thought that was likely before the turbo went in, because the old 4.2s aren't known for setting land speed records. What they are known for is reliability, longevity and plenty of low down torque.
Still got all the original gearbox and transfer case and all the driveline. In the rear I've got the 6-inch Tough Dog springs and shocks, adjustable snake racing lower control arms, and I've also got an A-frame up the top to give it a bit more flex. The A-frame I actually picked up second hand off another fella I know. Homemade job. Yeah, no, when I got the 6-inch Tough Dog kit, the springs were pretty good. They sat at 6 inches. They didn't sag too much when it all got fitted up. So I was pretty happy with that. The shocks are the big bore adjustable shocks, so you can control the ride when you want to. In the front, they had to put caster correction plates on the arms so that everything lined up. Heavy duty steering dampener on the front, return to centre one. Makes it a bit easier with the bigger tyres as well. Yeah, the ARB air lockers in the front diff. Decided to put it in the front just for now. And I'll eventually add the one to the rear soon, hopefully. Yeah, I ended up coming across some pretty good second-hand Recaro seats, so I've fitted those two in the front and got rid of the bench seat and the other driver's seat. It makes the ride a heap more comfortable and holds you in the driver's position a bit better too. And the adapter products from Recaro are sold ADR approved. I made up a centre console to go in between the two Recaros when I got rid of the old seats. It's got a little cooler fridge in there to keep a few cans of Coke or beer if I wanted on a trip. I've sourced a second-hand Joey bed that I fitted up to fit in the rear of this too. Yeah, and it makes access to get everything really easy too. I've got two subwoofers in the back to play some rockin' tunes on a Friday night when I go cruising down the street. I actually chose the 100 series because I had a Hilux beforehand and I was looking to upgrade full driving wise, and a fella I work with wanted to get rid of his 100 series, so we kind of did a deal and I ended up with this. Off-road wise, I reckon the 100 series is pretty good. The gearing seems to be just right, I reckon. Some run a little bit faster in my range, but this seems pretty good without putting any different gearing in it already. And it doesn't seem to be as rolly as the 80 series. Yeah, it seems to be a bit more stable in off-road situations. Future plans would be a set of good rock sliders, rear ARB air locker and a Denko intercooler. Yeah, I'd like to one day, hopefully soon, head up north and do a bit of touring in it, which it should be set up pretty good for. Got plenty of room. The best thing about it is probably that none of my mates have got one at the moment. Everyone seems to have Nissans or know a few people with Land Rovers, so at the moment I'm the only one with a 100 series with a 6-inch lift. Yeah, it's unique to our group that we normally go driving with. Oh yeah, I'd like to go actually on a trip all the way around Australia if I could, but always finding the money seems to be the hardest thing. But maybe a shorter trip just up north somewhere to start with. I got the Hunjy sticker on the back. There's a 100 series Land Cruiser and me and the boys started calling it the Hunjy, so I got it made up and the sticker went on and the Hunjy it is.
Don't forget to send us a photo of your rig, off-roaders. And to see more of Geoff's 100 series cruiser, check it out at theoffroadshow.com.